Good morning and welcome to today's edition of Women Empowerment. This is a program being organized and sponsored by the Rule of Law and Empowerment Initiative, also known as Partners West Africa Nigeria, P1. My name is Nkem Okereke, the host for the show, and with me is Ijoma Igwe, my co-host. Welcome, Ijoma.
Good morning, Nkem, and thank you very much for having me.
We are very sorry we are starting at this time. This is due to circumstances beyond our control, and we do hope that you accept our apology. So for today, we will be discussing ways of women empowerment. When we talk about women empowerment, we know that it is a process by which we give women control, which women gain control over their own lives, bodies, and have the ability to make choices that affect them and people around them. But then when we talk about women empowerment and talk about giving these women the access and ability to make these choices, what ways can we empower these women? What are the things we can do for someone, and we say that, okay, we have empowered this woman? Yeah. So what is your opinion on that, Ijoma? What do you think we can do to empower a woman?
So, thank you, Nkem. For me, there are different ways we can empower women. It can be through education. And education, I mean, is not just about the formal education. It can be formal and informal education.
Okay.
So, formal, the school. Then informal has to do with vocational training.
Okay.
Vocational training skills, which could be fashion designing, hair making, taking part in politics, empowering them, young women to begin to have interests in good governance, in politics, and even the House of Assembly. So another way I think women can also be empowered apart from education could be through your support group.
Okay.
So who are your friends? Who are the people around you?
Yeah.
They also determine how you can be empowered. So support group can be from your church, support group can be from your social circle, support group can be from your family. If you have a good support system, then you see yourself, you have this courage to carry on any task you're giving. Or if you have a good support from a friend, from your colleague at work, you see yourself performing better. What do you think, Nkem? What else do you?
Okay, yeah, I understand the point you are making. You know, when we talk about, like you said, ways, there are different ways of empowering women. So when we say education, you know, Ijoma, my colleague, said formal and informal education. Yes, I can understand that. So we have this problem of when people go to school, they believe they have the degree, they are already empowered. You know, they sit at home and wait for opportunities to come to them. They don't go out to look for opportunities. I know that there are so many people in the world today that are not making use of their university degree. There are so many things they are doing to get themselves empowered, to get themselves, to give themselves the ability to have access and control over their own lives. Because when you are not empowered, you tend to live when you don't have anything. How do I put it? Okay. One of our guests the last time in the show said that empowering women is giving a woman opportunity to have money. She spelled it in black and white. Making money, she needs money. You understand? If she does not have money, she's not empowered. You understand? And when you talk about that, if a woman has money or has revenue or has her own income, she can say, okay, this is what I want for the children. This is how I want it to be. This is the school I want them to go, or this is the clothes I want them to wear. It's not all about what another person thinks, especially when they have to depend solely on that person. You understand? But when we discuss this, sometimes it's being misconstrued, it's being misunderstood. People think that when you empower women, you give them power to be arrogant. You give them power to become more, they're no longer humble. You know, you are used to, maybe you come back home, let me use marriage as an example, you meet your wife in the kitchen cooking and all. They feel that if the woman is busy, the woman
might not have time
might
to
not
do
have
all
the
this
time
for
to
you.
give you all those home service she gives you.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever happens, women empowerment is in both ways. It does not benefit only her, it benefits only you. So it benefits also you, not just the woman. You understand? Because I think she is going out, she is coming in, she is getting educated, she is getting informed. Sometimes she influences your own decisions because she has the opportunity to see things differently now. She's not that person that you see at home, you keep at home, and you expect that, okay, she does not know, she should not know, she doesn't have to know, as long as she's cooking my meal and also belongs to the other room, if I'm allowed to say that, you know. So that is just it, you know. Talking about ways of empowering women, I said something earlier, not just going to school and sitting at home. Sometimes your degree is not what you're going to rely on. Sometimes your degree is not what you need to get you this income you're looking at, this revenue you're looking at. Do you understand?
Yeah,
So,
talking about the women empowerment, there's this example of this lady mechanic that was everywhere one time, and she was seen as being weird for being in a men's dominated world. So she was into fixing cars, and then people were like, who is this person fixing cars for men? Who is she? Why would she do that? And but the amazing thing I like about her was that she didn't allow those things get to her. Rather, she empowered more women. So you go to her mechanic shop and then you're talking to a woman. So a man comes and says, oh, I need to fix my car. And it's a lady you're talking to fix your car. So she tried to erase that mentality that, oh, women don't do mechanic, or women can't fix cars. Our own is just sit down in the cars and move.
exactly.
Do you get? So I like the fact that she empowered herself first, breaking into a sector that is dominated. And then she didn't just do that, she now began to empower more women to go into the sector. So you find out now that with her, this norm of, oh, mechanic work is only for women, or women don't do that kind of dirty job or something like that, it's not there. So men, she also changed the orientation of some men, like, oh, okay, anything a woman can actually do it. So if my child comes up to me and say, Mommy, I want to be a mechanic, and I'm looking at her, oh, no, don't do it, no. So she also changed the perspective of people around, around what that kind of job should be. So for me, I think the women empowerment is not just about the women. It's actually a way of changing perspective of everyone, both men, both women, everybody, to see women in a different aspect. Don't just see me as, oh, sit down at home, cook my food, clean my house, and know that we can actually do more.
Yes, and then there is this thing about empowerment and femininity. You understand? So she is a woman, she is feminine, and if she is in her workshop, I'm sure she's not going to wear this kind of long hair. She's going to put on her overall, and she might even look dirty. You understand? Yes. So that's another thing. Some people look at that. So I'm going to appear like this, and I'm not going to dress the way I should. I'm not going to wear what I should. What will people say?
Yes.
But I'm sure that if you ask her, she can still be feminine. She can still be how she wants to be. She can still look how she wants to look. But when she's working and she knows that this thing is giving her the power to make strategic choices, both in her home and in institutions, she knows that, okay, this is what I have to do if I must do this. It's better than sitting at home and begging and asking, okay, please, who is going to give me 100,000, who is going to give me 50,000, or who is going to help me do this, or who is going to help me do that? You understand? So sometimes women, we are feminine, we look at femininity, and it affects us, especially when it has to do with empowerment. in the area that is male dominated.
Yeah.
So we will have to go on a short break now.
Yeah.
Ijoma, thank you for your contributions.
Let me just say, before we go on the break, I would like to hear our viewers' perspective, or what do you think, what other ways do you think women can be empowered? So you can just comment and let us know other ways you think women can be empowered. Then when we come back from the break, we'll discuss it.
Thank you very much. We'll be back.
Thank you.
Welcome back. We are still on the show Women Empowerment, and our topic is still ways of empowering women. I remember sometime in the beginning of the year or towards the middle of the year, 2020, there was this lady that got a new car from a philanthropist. You understand? That got a new car from a philanthropist. Why? She had a bike. She was using a bike. She was doing Okada. Yes. And that was in Lagos State.
I remember that story.
So she's a woman. But she doesn't want to get laid back that, oh, I'm a woman, government no give me work, make I sit down for house, they wait for food to come or money to come. No. She wanted some things for herself. She wanted to be able to make choices for herself. She does not want to be fully dependent. So what did she say? What did she do? She started doing bike, Okada business. But then they banned Okada in Lagos State. They banned Okada in Lagos State. And what happened? They got her a Toyota Corolla that she can use for Uber. Somebody did it for her. Somebody did it for her. Why? Because the person understood that, oh, no, this person does not want to sit and start begging. This person wants to make a living. This person wants, she's empowering herself, no matter, not minding her degree or her academic qualifications.
Yeah.
She decided to take it upon herself and do something she can do with what she has available. You understand? And that is one thing. Talking about the lady that is a mechanic, in the initial time, it might be weird.
Yes, people found it really strange. So,
but guess what?
I think
by the time she delivers once or twice, before you know it, she starts making a lot of money because people are going to start patronizing. I always have this belief that if you want something said, ask a man. But if you want something done, ask a woman.
Yeah.
So she is going to use that power because she always gets things done. She's going to use that might. She's going to use that talent, or will I say gifts women already have at always getting things done and always getting it done at the right time. She's always going to use that to deliver. This is going to get her more customers. She start hearing things like, make I give you her number. Now babe, she built that girl did too much. You understand?
Yeah.
And she is going out, she's learning more, and she's empowering people around her.
Yeah.
You understand? She has an increased voice. She has opportunity, you know, and she is helping, and she is molding herself, and people are, she's not just empowering, people are also emulating.
Yes, I think another way we look at it is ways of empowering women. Women themselves empowering women is another way of empowering women. I don't know how to say it. So if I'm a woman, and so like the lady mechanic example I use, I'm a woman, right? I've been empowered.
Yeah.
Me myself empowering other women is also me supporting the movement of empowering people.
Yeah.
So if I'm empowered and I'm not empowering people around me, especially women, I've not done much. But imagine myself empowering people, I've empowered myself, and I'm empowering people to empower other people.
Of course.
So it's a ripple effect. It then goes to different. It's a continuous thing. So I think women empowerment shouldn't the ways we empower women shouldn't just be static.
Okay.
So someone can empower somebody and stop at a certain point. Somebody else can pick it up again, continue. It's a continuous process for women to be empowered.
This is just exactly what happens. Exactly what happens with people that make clothes, fashion designers. You know, I know someone, she has about 10 workers. Of course, they are all women.
Yeah.
They are not just working for her, they are learning, they are empowering themselves. With time, they will go away and they will get their own.
And then they take people learn from them, they empower those ones graduate, they go again. So it's a continuous process. It's a continuous process.
Then this leaves us to ask this question. Is it about giving us the opportunity or about us taking the opportunity?
So sometimes I think most women don't realize we actually have this opportunity. We don't even know this opportunity exists. Not to talk of taking the opportunity. And then there are still some that even have this opportunity, they don't even know how to take it. So I think it's realizing the state where we are. Do I have an opportunity? And if an opportunity comes, am I able to take it?
Yeah.
I think that's the state. I think women need to start realizing it. Okay, if I have an opportunity, am I able to recognize that I have an opportunity and I need to work with it to take me to where I want to go? Or do I still need a reminder to tell me, oh, this is an opportunity, take it?
Yeah.
That's another thing. And then sometimes when this opportunity comes, it flashes. If you're able to understand it, then you key into it and then it becomes an opportunity for you if you're able to realize it is one.
Yes.
So what do you think about that?
Yes, I understand the point you are trying to make. Another thing is, sometimes we have constraints. Sometimes we have things that are dragging us back. We want to do this, but then we don't want to do it because our kids might not allow us. Our spouse might not allow us. There was a day I advised someone, I mean, you're not doing anything. Why not take your car and use it as Uber? I said, you drive it alone. Drive it on your own. He said, no, I can't. If my mother bought this car, and my husband will say, hey, get me a car, use and do taxi. You understand? But then I felt it's better than her staying in the house. You know, that was just me giving my, I wouldn't know what to call it, suggestion, you know, and all. So another thing is, it's not about giving somebody opportunity. The person you're giving is the person willing to take this opportunity. How are we willing? How are we ready to accept
that's
this?
realizing that even if you have an opportunity, because somebody can give you an opportunity, do you even know this is an opportunity the person is giving you?
Yeah.
Do you even realize it?
And sometimes, how do we manage this opportunity given to us? You have this, okay, you are supposed to come to this place at 7 or at 8 for this to work, and you are not there.
Yeah.
And it's like that, and it continues like that, and you take it, you have this laissez-faire attitude, you are not keen, you are not serious with what you have that should help you to empower
yourself.
You understand? So how do we act? How do we accept empowerment? How do we take it? How do we handle it? Are we strict, or do we take it like, oh, if this one door closes, another one opens? You know, there are many opportunities, but those opportunities are not just for you. You know, we have limited, of course, it's also for every other person. So the ability of us capturing what we have and making something big out of that.
Yeah.
So I think we are going to, do you have any other thing to add?
Yeah, actually, I think I'd like the viewers to give us comments, their own suggestion, different ways they think women can be empowered. So probably we'll have an idea of what their own perspective is. Maybe in the next show we can discuss it.
Yeah.
And know what they think about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we call it a day today, and in our next show, that will be on the Christmas Day. So, yes, we are going to discuss women empowerment and security during the Yuletide season.
Yeah.
Please join us next week, Friday at 11 a.m. And we promise we are not going to be late. Thank you very much for watching.
Thank you very much.
See you next week.
Yeah.